my name's Tiffany Foreman and I'm with the Pampered Chef, and tonight we are going to be doing some salad prep. So the warmer weather is here and I always feel good with other stuff to serve for dinner other than what we've been doing all winter, and that is some salad things so that we can have salad for lunches, salad for dinner, and then if somebody's hungry they can just go in the refrigerator and grab something for a snack, and it's right there ready to go. So that's half the battle, is having things prepped. So tonight what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to grill some chicken breast on the stovetop and grill it with our grill pan. I've got an assistant here with me tonight, and we're going to do some vegetable prep, and then we'll show you how it all kind of comes together. So grab a beverage, grab a comfy spot, prop your phone up or whatever device you're watching us from. Comment as we go by, ask questions, we love that. And, you know, tell us where you're watching from so that we can connect and say hi. All right, so let me show you how we're gonna do our chicken first. And I'm gonna angle you down so you can kind of watch our my hands. And then that way you don't have to, you can kind of get a front row seat of what we're doing right here. All right, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna show you how I do chicken every week. So what I always buy is I go to our local grocery store here at the local Kroger. I can get a big pack of chicken. This is right at a little over 5 pounds, and it is what I buy every week because I'm gonna go through the same process that I'm gonna show you guys what I do, and then this helps with making sure that the protein for the week for either lunches or dinners is done. So this is half the battle of what's for dinner, is by having this done. All right, so I'm going to start this off and then zip through my package using my professional shears. My assistant here is my daughter, and so she's going to be helping us along the way. And first off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up this chicken. And I like just to take off like any of the rib meat that's still stuck to it, any of this white stuff that's on there, and just clean up our chicken breast to make it kind of as clean as I can. And a lot of times I'll go in here and get this little tendon or tenderloin thing that's in there and clean that up. So that way it's not right there, that chewy thing, and I just clean up all around. So Mia, what I'm gonna have you do is I'm only gonna use 2 of these tonight since they're pretty big, and I'm gonna have you get me a baggie and we'll put the rest in the baggie. All right, so we're gonna clean this up here and put that all aside. All right, and so like I said, I just take my shears, I kind of go down the side of the breast like that. If I used a knife, I would be wasting a lot more of it. So when I use these shears, I'm able to be a little bit more precise, kind of like a surgeon, I guess, cleaning up this chicken. All right, so open that baggie up for me. And we'll drop in the rest of the package because I'm gonna clean it up a little bit as I go and then drop it in the baggie. That way it is, that's half the battle when it comes out of the freezer, is making sure that it is ready. So by using my shears and cleaning it up before it goes in the baggie, it'll be much easier to do another meal with it in a bit. So as you can see, some of these are different sizes, which is totally fine because we're gonna fillet them, and then that way they all cook a little bit more evenly as you do this. All right, so we're gonna clean up each one. So these professional shears I also use for opening packages. The kids have cut up their ramen with them. I've cut pizza into pieces before, spaghetti dinners. We slice and dice them up when the kids were smaller, and just get all this kind of cleaned up like that. But I love these. If you need another set for your outdoor gardening, buy 2. So one's for your kitchen and one's for your garden. All right, we're gonna put that in there. You can Ziploc that up, and then we're gonna get rid of that too. So I'm not gonna wash my hands quite yet because I'm gonna do another step. So with our chicken breasts here, these are pretty thick. And so if I tried to grill these on my grill pan, what would happen is these would get really done, but the inside would be still pink and raw, and we don't want that with chicken. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna fillet them, and so that we can get this going. So let me show you our grill pan that is over here. And so with the grill pan, this is how I grill it like a girl, as I use my grill pan. So I've got my grill press and then my grill pan right there. One newer feature about our cookware is that our handles are removable. Let me turn it this way so I can do it with my clean hand, is so they come off. So it makes it much easier for storage that way. The saucepans and saute pans do that too. So we're gonna put this grill pan on, we're gonna put the press on, and we're gonna turn the burner on so that we can get this preheated with the press in there. And then we're gonna do grill our chicken. In the meantime, back here, we have our multi-pot, and this is a piece of our nonstick cookware as well. And I've got some water boiling. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna put some eggs in there to steam them for our salad, because steaming the eggs is actually, they peel easier when you do that. So we've got our strainer right inside that fits inside the multi-pot here, and we're going to add in our eggs. So I'm gonna have my assistant grab, how many eggs do we have in there? Can you grab at least 6?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna come back over to our chicken, so I can use my chicken hand. And what we're gonna do is, you can just go over there and you can just put them right in the steamer. All right, so I'm gonna grab my knife, and this is our chef's knife. So this is a piece of forged cutlery. You can see that it is all full tang. It is one piece of metal all the way through. They've added some metal right here in the center to make it bolstered. So that makes it very even in your hands. So it weighs the same through here as it does through this back end. This is a non-stick grip right here so that if your hands are wet, it's not gonna be so slippery. And this is German steel, really tough stuff. I do recommend hand washing these and drying them when you're done so that you don't get little rust spots or oxidation on there. But what I like to do is take my chicken breast and put it right on the closing cut. This is like 2 little trampolines in here, so they both move up and down. I set my knife right here on the end. Amy, did you put the lid on? Can you put the lid on for me? All right, so I set my knife right down there, and then I'm gonna do a jagged motion back and forth. And I could stop halfway if I wanted to stuff them, but I want to go all the way through, and then that way my chicken are filleted perfectly even. So they're going to cook much more even when I grill them on my grill pan here. So I love that. So I'm just doing a second one here. All right, so set my knife right there. This device, when you see it like in the online catalog, they usually have it with grape tomatoes or, red or green grapes. And, oh, it's stuck. There we go. And so I was like, I'm never gonna use that for grapes, right? And so when I saw it filleted with chicken, I realized it was much easier to fillet the chicken breast than it was to try to do it by hand like that. And this is something that I'm definitely gonna use often to do this, because I do about 5 pounds of chicken a week for our family. So I've got this ready to go. I'm gonna put this stuff in the sink. All right, Mia, put the lid on.
Where is it?
Look in the cabinet or over here. All right. So our eggs are going to go in. We're going to set a timer for 16 minutes. All right. And then we're going to take our Southwest seasoning. This is one of the seasonings that my family loves. Gives it a little Mexican flavor. So we're going to use the Southwest seasoning on the chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this side of the chicken breast. So sometimes I use Southwest. The other one I really like for what I'm doing tonight with the grilled chicken for salad is the crushed peppercorn and garlic. And so that's a really good flavor too. So I'm just gonna use the Southwest. And then we're gonna come over to our grill pan. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. And we're gonna get our press right here. Now eventually the heat will conduct up from the cast iron press up through the handle. Right now it's not too hot, I can touch it, but I can feel the heat radiating off the pan through the press here. So I'm just going to remove the press, and then I'm going to take our chicken and we're going to put it seasoning side down. Can you guys hear that? That nice sizzle. All right, we're going to put it seasoning side down, and then my lovely assistant's going to come over and she's going to sprinkle this side of the chicken. All right, good deal. So sprinkle that chicken, using that. So the other one, like I said, that we like is the crushed peppercorn and garlic. So we really like this one. So this is considered a rub, or that one's considered a seasoning, but I use them to do both. All right, so I'm gonna put our press on, and we're gonna leave our chicken like that. Only takes a few minutes to sit like that. The key is to know when it's ready to flip is when the press actually releases off the protein. So right now, after about a minute that this press has been on, it's gonna be very suctioned down and you're not gonna be able to lift the press very easily. So that's the test. So like right now, it's pretty suction down. It's not ready. All right, so like I said, this piece and the other piece that I showed you, those are part of the non-stick cookware. And previous to this collection coming out, this is all I ever used was non-stick because I was scared of stainless. But let me show you our new stainless steel. So here is our new 12-inch stainless steel pot, but you'll notice something different on the inside of this skillet. It has a non-stick surface. So what happens is there's enough of the stainless that shows through the little pattern in here that it still does the same thing stainless does. So your meat will stick a little bit, and then that way you have those little flavorful bits that when you deglaze the pan, that comes off. So I've been, always in the past, I was scared to cook with stainless, and now I love this pan. So this is the 12-inch stainless skillet. It does have a lid. I can go from doing like some sausage or bacon in here and then throw my eggs in there afterwards and make to order omelets for everybody. So I love this. All right, so see our chicken is doing really well. It only takes a minute. Now I do tend to turn the heat down a little bit once I get the chicken on. So you really should be cooking your non-stick cookware should be at a medium heat. So we don't want it to char it so much, but we just want a nice even cook. So if I notice around the ends, it's not starting to turn white yet. It's still kind of pink. So we're gonna come over and check on some of our veggies for our salad prep. All right, Mia, put that in the trash. All right, so what we're gonna do with our salad prep here is we're gonna have Mia get started on our julienne carrots. So she is going to use another kind of our knives that we have are the color-coded knives. So these are a stamped knife. So this is her favorite that she's going to use. She's going to cut off the both ends and then use the julienne peeler to make really nice little julienne pieces of carrots. And we will add that into our cool and serve. So right now I don't have the freezer inserts in here that go underneath the divider because we're going to put this in the fridge. But this is going to be our salad bar in our refrigerator. So she'll start adding her julienne pieces there. In the meantime, I'm going to get a couple of our veggies ready. And so I'm going to bring over these veggies a little closer. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to introduce you to my boyfriend. This is Manuel. He is the manual food processor, okay? So you can see that blade turning in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little broccoli with the manual food processor. So that way we can add some green veggies into our salad along with some of our red and orange veggies. So I don't want too much right now. So I'm going to cut this down. And then this is a really good tool too. Like say you're going to take broccoli and like maybe add it to mac and cheese because broccoli and cheese taste good. So you could like hide some vegetables in there. So I'm just going to add it to the MFP, put my lid back on, and then I'm going to plunge it. All right, so you can see it's starting to chunk up in there and slice and dice. All right, so there's my broccoli that I'm gonna have on my salad. All right, so I'm gonna take that and we're gonna add that into one of our sections. So you could do whatever vegetable you wanted with that. We like it to do onions and peppers in here for the base of different things. You know, you can put a dozen eggs in here and scramble them. You can make pestos, you can make salad dressings. I love that it's got measurements on the side of the bowl, and then also great for any salsa. So a tip is when you put this in the dishwasher, to put this blade down and then put this bowl over top. So that way when you, when the dishwasher goes and then you go to unload it, you don't have to worry about this blade being tipped over and being somewhere in the dishwasher. All right, so Mia is working on our julienne carrots there, and we're gonna come over and check on our chicken real quick so that we can give it a good flip. All right, so I'm gonna grab our hot trivet that I'm gonna use as a hot pad to grab our press. See that release really easily? And I'm gonna take our tongs here and just give our chicken a nice flip. You can see the beautiful grill marks on this chicken. And if you guys were here in person, this would smell so good. All right, so here is our grilled chicken. This will only take another couple minutes on this side here. And we'll leave that just like that. All right, so let's come this way and back over here. All right, so for the next step, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do some cucumber. Okay, so some fun things to do with cucumber is I'm gonna cut each end off here, and then I'm gonna cut it lengthwise down the center. All right, and we're gonna use a tool called the scoop loop. to get all the seeds out. Did you know the seeds of a cucumber give you indigestion? So that's why after you've had a salad or something with cucumber, you kind of, you know, burp it and you taste it. So we're gonna use the scoop loop, and then we're gonna take the cucumber seeds right out. So we're gonna use this in a few minutes too to do cantaloupe. My daughter loves cantaloupe, and so we got a new cantaloupe today because she's been eating quite a bit of them.
It's tasty.
It's very tasty, all right? So we are using the skinny end of the scoop loop, all right? And then there is a fat end, which we can use on the cantaloupe in a few. All right, so we'll put that over there. Then actually I need to cut this in half because we're gonna use the spiral end slice, and we're gonna put the cucumber in here so that you can see how we can get some fun, nice little skinny slices for this. Oh, let me cut this a little bit more so that it will go down in here a little bit easier. There we go. I actually can do it side by side. There we go. So see how I've got the cucumber in there like that? So as I rotate the plunger piece, we're gonna get some nice thin slices. So if you like a nice cucumber salad with maybe a little onion and tomato, vinegar and oil, this is perfect for that. So we're just gonna rotate them around just like that. And look at all those beautiful thin cucumbers. So that is gonna be another one of our veggies that we put in here. So I'll set that over there because you're getting ready to put the carrots in there, right?
Yes.
All right, we're almost done with ready for the carrot. Okay. And then we do have another half of our cucumber, so we'll do the same thing. I guess we'll cut it in fourths, and we'll put it in our spiral and slice. All right, now if I had done this and not, and I had put a whole veggie in there and used the post to secure it, I would have gotten a nice spiral out of a solid veggie. But since we cored the cucumber, it's not solid because we took the core out there. But actually, I'm just gonna do 2 pieces this time. Just rotate that around. And how you doing with those carrots? Look at all those carrots.
Yeah.
And that's only 2 carrots, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so let's do our last 2 pieces of cucumber, and then we're going to move on to pepper and chicken, and then after that we're going to have our fruit, because I did say we're going to do some fruit prep too. So we have a cantaloupe and a watermelon that I got today, so that we can do that. All right, so there is the rest of our cucumber, and Mia's got our carrot in there. So, and we have a couple more carrots if you think we need more carrots.
I think that's a good
Is that
amount.
good? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's check on our chicken. All right, and in the meantime, our eggs have about 7 minutes left. So they're in there steaming in our nice little sauna. And so here's our chicken. All right, so I'm going to take the press off and let you guys check out the other side. So see, both sides are beautifully grilled. And we didn't even have to go outside and deal with the weather. So this is the perfect way to do it. So I'm gonna turn my burner off. I'm gonna grab a piece of chicken, and I'm gonna show you guys how I use the salad choppers. Now these guys are like 2 Santuco knives on a hinge. So you see the little divots in there? That's what makes it a Santuco knife. And so I'm just gonna pop the release, and then I turn them backwards. So you'll see them kind of used like this, like in a bowl when somebody makes a chopped salad. But when I do my protein, I usually turn them this way. So I'm gonna grab our bowl, which is this is the classic batter bowl, and I just chop the chicken right in here. So if you like chicken tacos, chicken nachos, chicken enchiladas, chicken on your salad, chicken salad, you know, if you'd like to do a nice pork butt or shoulder or tenderloin, this is perfect because you can slice and dice it all like that, okay? So you guys make sure you ask some questions there on the video, and then that way after the demonstration is over, I can go back through and answer some questions. So what I'm going to do is, just because I'm not going to clean this right away, I am going to put some water in here, and this helps me to deglaze the pan, and that will start me for cleaning it. So I'm just going to do that so that I can leave it right here. This pan is actually dishwasher safe, so I'm just helping it along a little bit by doing that. All right, so let's come back over here, and we'll let you guys see the rest of our chicken chopping. All right. So there is our salad. There's our other chicken that's in here. So again, I'm just gonna grab my salad choppers and chop away. So this has the nice Southwest seasoning on it, so it's got like a little bit of a Mexican flair. And then that way, if my family wants to eat it in a wrap or put it on a salad, it'll be good either way. All right. Just like that, chicken is done. So I love, this is why I do 5 pounds at a time like this, and I'll season them 2 different ways. So I'll have like 2.5 pounds like this and 2.5 pounds with something else. So that will get us through a couple of days of different meals, lunches and dinners. All right, so we're gonna set this aside. With that. Next up is we're gonna do our bell pepper. So because I wanna make cubes out of my bell pepper, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the top off. If you only needed a little bit of bell pepper, cut it right here through the center and leave the seed ball and the top intact. All right, and just use the bottom. But because we are, actually, let me think about this. You know what we could do? Let me cut it halfway. All right, will you get the veggie spiralizer? Yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the bottom half and we're gonna clean it out with the big side of the scoop loop and just clean out those ribs. All right, and so the ribs actually add a bitter flavor, and then that way when I clean that out, I'm getting rid of that bitterness. All right, so we're gonna do some some veggie spiralizer action. So let's just pretend like the pepper was a whole pepper, all right? And you can do this with a whole pepper. You don't have to have the half like I do here. It's much easier when you have the whole thing cleaned out, because up here there's some little teeth up here to hold it in place. So I'm just gonna take the pepper, put it straight down, put the teeth in there. You might have heard it do a little crunch. And then as I rotate it, let me put this so that you guys can see it come out. It's gonna come out right there. All right, so I'm gonna go around. This is very easy, has very little tension. And you can see it's coming out in one long loop. So this is what we like to do when we have fajitas, is we do our pepper like that. So this is super fun. So what I'm gonna do is actually with this pepper, we're gonna put this half in one of our prep bowls. All right, so we've got one of our prep bowls here, and I'll just take and cut a couple pieces like that. And then that way, in the morning when I make an omelet, I usually do red pepper and jalapeno in my eggs, and so that way I can have that ready to go for that. So then the other half, what I'm gonna do is, here Mia, we put that in the sink? Mm-hmm. All right, and so the other half, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fillet the pieces off the pepper. All right. All right, and then there's your seed ball, so we don't need that. But here are your pieces of pepper. You can also take them and do I could have cleaned it all out as one, but ADD, I forgot what I was doing. All right, so there's our pieces of pepper and a little bit of seed ball left on that piece there. All right, so we're gonna use this thing called the quick slice. And with the quick slice, it's got beautiful razor sharp little blades right here. And so we can put our pepper. Oh, that's our timer for our eggs, so that's perfect.
1 minute left.
So we're gonna line the pepper up, or line the tines up with the spacing in the base, and we're just gonna go straight down like that. So we have beautiful pieces of pepper. Now let's say, for salad, I like them diced. So then after that, I'm gonna take the pieces and put them the other way, and then go down like this. And look at that beautiful, oh, that's connected. This beautiful little piece of pepper. So I've got them nicely diced. So see that, this beautiful diced pepper. So we're gonna add that to our salad bar. And then Mia, do you wanna go ahead and do the other ones? Sure. Do you wanna use the quick slice? Mm-hmm. All right, so here, you're gonna do those other pieces there. And then that way I can make room for our fruits that we're gonna do and get ready. All right, so let me move this out of our way. Let me watch you guys can watch Mia for a second. All right, line it up, there you go. Now pick up the pieces. And you're gonna turn them the opposite direction, like pick up the blade, turn them the opposite direction. Oh, that's our timer for our eggs. So I'm just gonna take that off.
See, they're nice and cute.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. All right, so next up, we'll do some fruit. All right, so this will help with lunch prep for the kids when they want some lunch stuff. All right, so we are going to use, along the same lines as the quick slice, this is the veggie wedger. So this can do anything without a core. So think about oranges, lemon, limes, tomatoes, onions. This will make them all perfectly in 6 pieces. So this is great, okay? So this is called the veggie wedger. That one that she's using is the quick slice. So what we're gonna do next with our prep is we're gonna use the pineapple wedger. So here's another wedger that we have. So I'm going to set this aside. All right, so we're gonna take our pineapple, and it works best if you cut it like where see how the pineapple rounds at the top and the bottom? You wanna try to get as close to the straight, where it starts to go straight as you can, okay? So I'm gonna cut the top and the bottom off. All right, and we'll set these aside for now. Put these on the counter. All right, and then it also is best if you cut this in half. All right, because most of us don't have the strength to go through this much pineapple at a time, but if we have it in half, this is much easier. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm using my large groove cutting board just because of the juice, and I can catch the juice in these ridges here. Whereas before I was using cutting mats, which they come in a set of 3 and I love them, I use them all the time. All right, so here is your pineapple wedger. What you're gonna do is you're gonna line up the circle here with the core that's in the center, and I suggest you kind of give it a little rocking motion, okay? So pretend like you're doing a dance, give it a rocking motion, and then kind of start working your way down, all right? And then when you get pretty close to the end, I put the base back down and I line it up so that when I go all the way down, these pieces come off perfectly, because what's happened is it has raised up the pineapple, the most fruity part, and the core. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So see in the base, you can kind of see that's raised right there. And so that helps me. So I can push this back through, usually pretty easily. All right, and then the core. So the core is great for putting in your water bottle to infuse your water. So that's why I'm gonna save this for tomorrow, or I'm gonna put it probably in my water tonight so that I can have infused pineapple water tomorrow. Will you get me another prep bowl so I can put this in the prep bowl? All right, so there's those 2 pieces. Do you mind if I eat one? All right, that tastes so good. All right, so then I'm gonna let me follow my own directions and start, here, put that one there. All right, I'm gonna start the rocking motion again. All right, you can hear it starting to cut through the fruit. Go most of the way down, okay? And then bring the base back over and go the rest of the way down, just like that. So you kind of heard it go through. All right, so again, here's these pieces. Now, if you really wanted to, what I've also done is I can grab the core or more, and I can take some of this piece off here, like if I wanted to save these pieces. But because I love the shape of these are great for when I want to cut them like this, and then I can grill them. So this is a great thing to do. All right, here's the other core for that. And here, let me put a little bit of the juice in there. All right, so there you go. All right, so a couple things we can do with this. One, we can definitely take a knife to it and cut it up however we want. All right, that's a great way to do some pineapple. I call these pineapple boats. They look like little, little boats. All right, so we've got some pineapple boats. Where'd you put the quick slice? All right, rinse it real quick and bring it to me. All right, so then with the quick slice, we can use that for, here, it's fine. There you go. Yeah, you can leave that piece here. All right, so we've got it rinsed and ready. So it's just us eating it. All right, so we're gonna put this pineapple right there. I'm again gonna go right through it. And we have beautiful slices of pineapple that way. So that is a fun thing to do. All right, and then say we wanted to do that again. So we'll do it this way. All right, and then we'll pick it up like we were doing with the pepper, and we'll turn it the other way. All right, so if I can get it lined up just perfect. Oh, maybe I have too many. Let me try this again. All right, like that. And then look at those little tidbits. So, like when you go to the store and you buy them and they're already cut like that? How fun is that?
They're so cute.
They're so cute. We're gonna eat one.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. All right, so what we're gonna do with this is we have a glass set of mixing bowls. This is the smallest one of the set of 3, but you can also get these flexible lids that go with them. So we are gonna take our pineapple and put it inside here. That way my family can snack on this, and they're gonna have a variety of sizes. What do you think is your favorite, Mia? The boat, the rectangles, or the little tidbits?
I think I like the rectangles because they're good snack size, and they're also really cute.
All right, so let's do another set of that then. All right, so there's our rectangles that she was talking about so that she can put this in her lunch tomorrow if she wants.
Yes.
All right, it's also really great. You can put like 3 or 4 strawberries on here and slice them. So I did buy a pack of strawberries today. So tomorrow if she wants to do cantaloupe, strawberries, and pineapple, she can do that for a snack.
That would be delicious.
That would be delicious. All right, since your hands will have pineapple on them, I'm gonna let you come over here, stretch this lid, and stretch that lid so that it stretches all the way around that bowl.
Okay.
All right, because my hands have pineapple all over them. All right, you got that side? All right, and you're pulling it nice and tight. All right, so this is now airtight. All right, and say there was something in here you needed to microwave, this little tabby thing comes out, and then that way you can microwave and it has a steam release. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in the fridge. All right, we're gonna set this pineapple over here on the base for now. And then, okay, so next up is cantaloupe. So Mia's been doing her cantaloupe all by herself. So I trust her with a big knife because she's been my assistant for a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this through by half. All right, and then what we can do, it does kind of look like a pumpkin. That's why we're gonna use our scoop loop, which is also great for pumpkins, but we can use our scoop loop and then kind of clean out just in a circular motion. I'm cleaning all of that out at once, so I can just pull all of that out. All right, so I'm gonna go down a little bit deeper with the smaller side and get the last little bit that's down there. There we go. So we can dig deep and get all of our all of our seeds out of our cantaloupe. All right. And then what I can do is Mia usually eats them in
like slices.
Like slices.
Like
so I usually just turn it this way. And then Mia, I have another bowl over there. Oh, I'm not cutting this very straight, but whatever. You know, we're pampered, not perfect. I kind of turn.
It's still gonna taste the same.
It's still gonna taste the same no matter how it's cut. All right. And actually, I'm going to save this piece here because here I'm going to let you take these. She's got some slices here she can work with. We'll put those in that bowl for you. You can put that in the sink now. All right, and so with the corer, what I can also do is this is actually a melon baller. So I'm not really good at melon balling, but you can do that if you like to do little melon balls. So Mia, do you want to go ahead and get out your container for tomorrow?
Yes.
And so a lot of times Mia and I will do our lunch prep at night for the next day to save us some time in the morning. Yeah. So she can take some little cantaloupe balls with her tomorrow in her lunch. So
I might get out another one for some pineapple chips.
Oh, you're not gonna mix them together? You can mix them.
Oh yeah.
If you need a bigger container than that, you can get a bigger container. And there's strawberries too, don't forget.
Yeah, and there's also blackberries. So
blackberries. So you can melon ball if you wanted to. I'll go ahead and slice the rest of this up because she'll eat it for a snack when she gets home from school too. Yeah. All right, so we'll just put that in there. I'm sure Daddy will eat some too. So that is basically our salad and fruit prep for the week. So we've got our cantaloupe and our pineapple so that we can do that. We've got, here, let me do this. Here's our salad toppings that we're going to use. And remember, you can use any toppings that you like, but this is the ones we're going to use. We don't love tomatoes. That's why there's no tomatoes here. All right, and then we've got our chicken, all right, which we're going to keep separate until we use it. So, Mia, why don't you grab, where's the salad? Salad?
In a jar?
In a jar. Is it down there? All right, so let's see if she can find that. I know we're right at our 30-minute time frame, and you guys have been watching very nicely. And if you can't find it, I'll take a picture of it later. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do some cleanup here. Then I'm going to go through all your questions and see what you have to ask me. For specific products, I can share the links for you and all that fun stuff. So I really appreciate you being here for our show. Again, my name is Tiffany, and this is my assistant Mia, and we did a fruit and veggie prep for the week, and and grilled chicken too. So we got some protein in there, and we're just excited that it's Monday and we can get it all done and it'll be there. So thank you for staying up and watching us tonight. I look forward to answering your questions, and I'll be posting some more stuff on the party for you guys to enjoy. Thanks. Bye.
Bye, guys.